I got invited to this WhatsApp group with all of the 100 Silicon Valley CEOs.
Wait, did you see Jack Dorsey's? I know you mentioned him. He came
Mhm.
out with a new product. I think this week also. It's called the BitKey. He's got a multi-sig
The
wallet
key,
now.
which that's a huge problem, right? Like when you start getting into this kind of universe of crypto, one thing that you realize, like, man, because now my money is there, you can get hacked, right? So because it happens to a lot of people, so there are different ways to be able to protect it. And between Eric and other friends, we have been discussing how come the products out there, they are not very solid, or they have make it very very complicated. And what it is just to have a solid, literally a physical product like a key to be able to allow you to hold those bitcoins, because the majority of the people, they have it in their accounts or on or in companies to be able to have exchanges. Remember, if you don't have your keys, they're not your coins, because these companies sometimes disappear.
Not your keys, not your coins. Remember, yeah, like I'm still dealing with Celsius right after their bankruptcy.
Like I'm dealing with several. Don't get me started, but so 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 I think that and I think that Jack Dorsey saw that issue, and that's the reason why he's trying to resolve it with a physical key. So I'm probably gonna buy it to see and play with it. I had Ledger. I did not. The other one is Tensor. What was the other one?
Treasure.
Tracer.
Hmm.
So I did not get that one, but I got Ledger, and we'll see this one. We'll see if, how it is, how easy it is to utilize. Because I think that some of those there were not easy to set up. They were clunky. So for the mass, dude, it has to be like an iPhone type of experience, right? Where it's like so smooth, but I still not there yet. So we'll see. We'll see. Maybe Jack Dorsey is a little bit more for the mass.
Yeah, and I think it's good timing that Dorsey let out this, the announcement on his BitKey. This because Ledger had some problems this week. They were saying like one of the, I guess if you're one of their DApps, one of their distributed apps, has a vulnerability. One that connects to their ledger and their ledger live software, where someone could potentially take your coins, which I think they've had evidence of at least around $150,000 stolen so far, which, in the grand scheme of things is not that bad. But I mean, I'm sure it sucks for those people that had their coins taken. So, basically, I guess it's good PSA right now. Don't use your ledger right now if you got it. Be very, very careful. Look into it before you actually use it, especially if you're using one of these dApps that are accessing your ledger. That's where the vulnerability is at the moment. Not necessarily if you have your money on a ledger, it's still safe there. Just right now, it's specifically with one of these apps. So look into it, do your research. But I think it just shows that there's still some opportunity here in the landscape for another product, maybe one that's easier to use and one that has not a single point of failure, right? With this multi-sig. If you guys aren't familiar with like this multi-sig approach to a wallet, that means basically you have to have two of three keys for you to be able to transact on this wallet or on this key.
Yeah.
So
And I have a couple. I have a couple friends that they have a substantial amount that actually they put it in different places. Like they are not even in their house. Like because sometimes the keys might be different words, like 12 words or 24 words, and random, right? So it's, again, you can choose them, or you can. Some people decide to choose them. Some other people decide to not memorize them. So that way, even if they are torturing them, give me your Bitcoin.
yeah,
I can't. I don't know, bro.
yeah. I think it's a good way, right? That way, you're the $5 rent attack won't work on you, right? So there's a extra set of protection there, so it's not just you. There's a multiple. You have to have multiple keys to be able to access it. So really good stuff there. We'll look into it and we'll let y'all know kind of what we find
Yeah.
out on it.
And the last one that I have in the list, though, is for the billionaires, is Anderson Horowitz. Did you notice that they are huge venture capitalists, they said that they will give money to any politician that is willing to basically reform any laws regarding tech. So it's a, I mean, it's their money. I guess they can do whatever they want.
They they didn't even try to sugarcoat that. They're like,
Nope.
"Hey, you looking for dollars? Come over here." But we scratch your back, you scratch ours. That's okay, yeah. I mean,
And
okay, that's what lobbying is in general, right?
yeah,
It's
it
just
is, but
like,
it was exactly, it was like no sugar. Like they were very upfront. It's like and I think that I guess with all of the media now and all of the AI now is like it's so technology is now is so ingrained with our daily lives that they can be that as blunt because maybe 20 years ago, 30 years ago, they'll probably even go to jail, right?
right.
Just by saying that.
Yeah. Well, that there's a lot of money in politics, and sometimes that's what you end up getting. So, again, not much that we can do to control that. At least not just by ourselves. So, that's the way it is, and I guess they're playing the game, right? They're playing to win.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I think that we have a solid one here, man.
Yeah, I think so. By the way, do you think all these CEOs are like just like do they have a big group chat or something? They're just texting back and
Oh,
forth or what?
I got invited to this WhatsApp group with all of the 100 Silicon Valley CEOs. Joking. Yeah. It's like there are groups though, and there are tables. Right? We have been calling them tables here. That's the reason why. And that when I was with Elon and his crew, I did notice I was the only brown one there. It's like, man, it sucks, right? Like diversity. And I think that that's the reason why we are doing this podcast, right? We are making sure that all of you have information. Information, as always, is power, right? So, and yes, there are groups of people, of billionaires, and then groups of silicon CEOs. Which that was the news that came out too, where there was a WhatsApp channel that it had 100 Silicon Valley CEOs.
That's pretty interesting. Imagine getting into that one. I always wondered how do they organize their big ass parties that they have? Hey, we're gonna meet in Monaco this week. Who's gonna be there? Like, I gotta get
Like,
my yacht out of storage. Like what are they? What is that text group like? That's what I'm curious about.
it's I mean it's always hard, right, for them, but I think that yeah, those parties is probably the same as us, like just in their case they have assistants, like hey, check with my assistant if my calendar or whatever, right? Or maybe they override their assistants. It would be hard to be an assistant for that type of a person, huh?
I know, no kidding. Well, they're planning trips to Bermuda. I'm inviting people over for burgers. So
There are levels,
yeah,
yes.
there are levels. Well, pretty fun stuff though in today's podcast. I think that's all what we've got for today. So just a reminder to like, subscribe, comment. We love to hear y'all's comments. Anytime we hear a good one, we'll mention it on air. And like we said, once we get enough, maybe we'll do a one-off show on these. So, any closing thoughts, Mando?
No, it's like we're getting close to the end of the year, so stay well. So enjoy the family, and let's see you next time.
That's right. We'll see you next time. Sin miedo. Bye, y'all.
Bye.